what's happening right here. If you see this reservoir, now they drained however many hundreds of thousands of gallons were in there, and look at the amount of mud that it left in there. It left at least 1/8 of displacement of mud. So what does that make our amount of catchment that it has available? It went from a 1,000,000-gallon reservoir to perhaps an 800,000-gallon reservoir now. So now we have less capacity. What's their protocol for all this mud on the bottom? How are they going to get that out? And when they put the toxic material in, all of this mud is going to be ash, toxic ash. And let's look at what's happening now. So their pumps have broke. They're still trying to pump it out on the bottom, but they're not even checking that their hoses are all clogged up with sediment, and it's actually just falling out and permeating right into the ground above where their retaining wall is. This is just bad business all the way around. They're weighing the trucks on the weigh stations right now, and they're about ready to bring all this material starting as early as tomorrow morning. So something needs to happen. Somebody needs to get some investigators here to look at this. They are not prepared to start handling material. There is no protocol for the leachate. This is disastrous. Okay, here we are at Olowalu on December 10th, and I want to point out, while you see that we are trying to spread some knowledge and awareness of what's going on here, we are in no way trying to slow down the process of containing the material in Lahaina. We have been screaming for months that they should take the trouble spots, stick it in containers, contain it, and get it out of the elements, but the information that's not accurate that's coming out is that if they bring it to this site, it's in a less volatile area. It has less of a chance of affecting our community. This is just not true. We're going to put it in a place, mix it with water, then dump it over into a reservoir, and then drain that straight into permeable soil. We've been asking for a protocol for months. We've been asking for a diagram of this facility for months, and all they're doing is showing us a fictitious diagram of a permanent facility that was never built. So as we go through it, we're going to bring you up a couple days later than this. We're going to go to the next photo here. You can see that on the 10th, it rained enough where it came just shy of overflowing the other reservoir. It was pretty close, and you can see where the water level was at. And so with that, it filled into the lower reservoir. We estimate at least 300,000 gallons of water. So that was on the 10th. Since then, it has rained again. But before it rained again, they were already starting to pump it. Before the rain filled it again, which is up to date with now. This is after the 10th. I think this is on the 11th or the 12th. They're pumping the water out of the reservoir now. And as you can see, they're pumping it straight into the ground over here. Okay, here we are at Olowalu, and just want to make it pretty clear to people that the burritos that they were talking about, this is what's happening to their burrito. The concrete, all of this material, is being completely mixed with other material. So what does that mean is going to happen? It means you're going to take 400,000 tons of ash, and now you're going to turn it into probably at least 800,000 tons of toxic cinder and soil that you've mixed it in with. Now it's going to get water in it. It's going to soak together. It's going to completely cross-contaminate everything. You have this leachate pond that it's dripping into. You can still see that the hose, as soon as the rain hits, it will automatically go into the lower one. And then they're draining it straight into the ground. They're telling us they're testing it, but how are they getting the tests back in a few hours? Show us the results. You've already been told that it's temporary. This proves beyond the shadow of the doubt that this is not temporary. It means you're taking 400,000 tons of material that was 40,000 truckloads that you didn't want to drive, but now you're turning it into 80,000 truckloads at minimal, because all the other material is now going to be cross-contaminated with it.